What's up, everybody? This is Car67833 coming at you with a video review. I have not been around lately, and so this is how I'm going to try to make up for it. I currently have 54 YouTube videos up currently, and I am going to break 60, and for my 60th video, I will do a special. No giveaway, but like a much anticipated Transformer that is currently in the mail that I am super excited about. If you can already tell by when like the date for it is coming, like when they're going to be released, then you might know. But for me, I just want to make sure I get all of this. I get this stuff done before I move on to the next Transformer that I want to do. So let's start with Ultra Magnus. And sorry for saying so many times. I don't script these at all. Maybe I should start doing that. But I just do it, I just wing it. So here he is. He's a nice blue truck from the God, why do I keep saying I need to stop that. From Transformers Follow Cybertron, the mold that Optimus Prime came in, so that does make him very small. I have a few comparisons. Here he is next to Voyager Springer from top to bottom. Here he is next to a Legends class figure, so he's actually not, here, I'll bring him in. He's not, I mean, if you count the wheels on top of his kind of head, and those aren't even like fully like up. He's a pretty small figure. I could see him being bigger, a lot bigger, but that's what we got. So I like the figure, but it is small, and that is kind of saddening. He has a gun that looks ridiculous on the top of his foot, which you'll figure out why I say foot in a few minutes. And he has this awesome BFG, BFS? Yeah, I think it would be BFS, something will happen between these two. And I'll get to that once he's transformed. So let's transform him. So, it's pretty simple. It's a great figure. I really do like it. It's just so small. I mean, come on. The paint apps are nice. It's blue and red. And nice. I like it. Transform him. So, you want to take this and just kind of, there are two tabs that peg this back section into this torso section. You just kind of untab those and bring the feet down. Already, like, the feet are mostly done. Bring his feet, which is why I said foot earlier, that his gun tabbed into, and they kind of hinge back. I think I already did it. Yeah. So they usually come out like that, and then you just hinge them back. And there you have his feet already done. So now he has a something, I don't know. Don't pressure me. So next, you want to unhinge these two little pieces in the front, and that's good for now. And then these pieces right here, which are his arms, of course, tab into the torso, so just untab those, and then you lift this whole thing back, and that will reveal his head. You take this panel that was covering his head, bring it back, and that locks it into place. Then you can bring this down, bring down the arms, bring this, okay, I gotta make sure I don't pop those off. Then these things were right here. You just take them, and they're on a ball joint, and they just kind of hide under his arm. And then you rotate his arm around, make sure the fist is forward, do the same thing here. Sounded like I broke it, but I didn't. I didn't break it. I'm delicate with my toys. So there. And there you have Ultra Magnus. Here is his head, which I know you're not going to be able to see, but it's a really nice looking head sculpt. I really like it. It's very Ultra Magnus-y. I know that's not very specific, but who cares? Looks really cool, and I like him. Yeah, I think that's about it. he stands awkwardly. I mean, he doesn't really stand awkwardly. It's just getting him to stand in the right position is kind of awkward because his chest is very floppy just because of this. He has very nice, ooh, camera moved. He has very nice paint apps. The red windscreen and then the silver paint here. Nice torso red paint. I like the silver here. Nice blue. It overall looks good, but it's just small and small compared to a more recent deluxe, which I guess Warpath is kind of small, but he's like just, I don't know. He's hefty and he's just small. If he was the same size as Warpath, I think a lot more people would be a little bit more happy with the mold itself. And I just think he would look a little bit better. But that's my opinion. Weapons, he can hold all of his weapons and he can store all of his weapons. I can't get him to stand. Stand, you imbecile. What? No, I'm just going to move him over. He has a sword. It's really nice looking, really nice silver paint and red and stuff. And then he has a gun. It's really nice and black in one piece of plastic. Let's get you back here. If I can get you to stand up. Come on. Come on. Let me actually look at him. Okay, so he can, of course, hold his sword. And he looks very cool doing it. And you can kind of get him in a... This is how I usually pose him. Just extend his arm a little bit so it's kind of coming over. And then his feet would work. Kind of something like that. Sorry, I'm looking at it from the side. So yeah, that's cool. And then he can, of course, hold his gun that I threw. And I do like how it's like kind of cut so it looks like it kind of came, like was created on his arm itself. I think that looks nice. And yeah, so for lack of time, because I don't want to spend 3 years posting this YouTube video, because for me they take quite a while. Let me aim the camera down a little bit more. Let's see how you combine these. So you, first of all, rip the sword apart. Comes in 2 pieces here, and then this comes off there. Okay, so you need to make sure everything is right. And I'm not going to be looking through the camera lens, so if it's a little bit like kind of looking like that, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best. You want to take, like you can see on the inside here, there are different like pieces kind of like molded to connect to this area. You can also see the muzzle of the, is that muzzle? Not the barrel of, well, whatever, of the weapon kind of fits there, and then you just, you know, do what you would do on a regular on a combining piece, but you might want to do it on the other side if that doesn't work for some reason. There we go, other side, and that snaps in and holds very nicely. Now you want to take this piece and kind of, it comes down and pegs in a little bit lower on the figure, but then it just pegs in there, and it fits well. And then you take this piece, and that slides on the edge of the gun handle to create the handle. And here is his even bigger sword of awesomeness. That looks really, really awesome. There we go. So now he can hold his BFS like a boss if you can get him to stand up. Which he has like ball joints, so you get a good amount of articulation down here. Sorry, that was my dog. He won't shut up. Annie, be quiet. So yeah. Sorry, my dog is annoying me. I'm sorry if you hear the whining in the background. I really don't want to refilm this. So I am sorry. But yeah, so he looks cool. He can store his weapons, and just for time consuming, because I don't want my dog to kill your eardrums anymore, you can have him hold his gun, even though it looks kind of awkward here on the back. You can have him hold it here, like, why not, I guess you would say. I think MGO already has that saying trademarked. But yeah, so he can be like arm cannon, pow, pew, 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 or something. I don't know. It looks ridiculous. And then I'm just going to use this. Imagine there's a whole sword here. You can take it and store it on the back. Like this, that means you can store it in combined mode and regular mode. So, there. But yeah, would I recommend this figure? It's hard, because I feel like if you're gonna get one of the versions of this mold, you need to get Ultra Magnus. Because Optimus Prime, though I don't have him, so I don't really have a lot of room to talk, he just looks better. I love the head sculpt. He has a much more Ultra Magnus-y feel, even though in the game there was a DLC that released an actual Ultra Magnus that didn't look anything like this. But, I feel like it fits, Ultra Magnus's character fits this mold better. I just wish it was bigger. If you can find it for relatively cheap, maybe on sale, if they're even still in stores. If they're not in stores, don't pay anything over like 15 bucks for this, at the most. That's like the most I would spend, and I think Walmart, that's what I paid or something. I mean, it's nice, I feel like, but it needs an IDW comic, like the newer ones and stuff. That actually kind of looks like a cool punching pose. Okay, sorry. So would I recommend this figure? In the end, I would. I think it's a fun figure. It's nice. It's cool to have. Only downside is the size. But yeah, that's about it. This is so, God, I haven't done this in so long. Thanks for watching. This is Car67833, rolling out.